What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. Yeah. Y'all see the title of this, right? A lot of y'all wished and believed that that title was true. Then y'all, a lot of y'all came on here thinking that it dropped. No, absolutely not. And they ain't been dropped, and they not gonna be dropped. Okay, 6 felony rapes, 6. He's not going to beat them, and got y'all actually believing he is. I want to talk about something though, man. I want to bring to y'all understanding because I have to unlock some things for y'all and really walk y'all through this because it seems like a lot of y'all are dumb as hell and don't get it, okay? And some people just don't want to get it. And for those of y'all who be talking all in the comments just saying stupid things like, man, that's a lot that y'all saying he did for him to be free and be traveling everywhere. Like, why would they let him out if he did all that y'all saying? First of all, we're not saying nothing. This is what the paperwork is saying. And that's why from here on out, every time we drop something on it, we put up the paperwork for you to see it with your own eyes, for you to go into it and look at it yourself. So you don't have no excuses. Don't take my word for it. Look what the paperwork say and line it up with what he been telling y'all, and you're going to find out definitely who's been lying, okay? But again, remember he told y'all back in January that once the courts opened up, all they was waiting for him and his lawyer was the court to open back up, and they were supposed to appear before the judge to get all the charges dropped. Well, the court's been opened back up. Here we is in the middle of September. Why the charges not dropped? Because now he go from the charges being dropped. Guess what he's saying now? We gonna beat this case. You gonna beat this case? I thought the charges were supposed to have been dropped. Now he admitting that he's finna go to trial. Now he admitting he's finna go to trial. Man, get up out of here. Get up out of here. Like, stop with these games. But that's what we've been telling y'all from day one. But I want to address something. I want to open y'all up to something. I want to show y'all some documentation. And I want y'all to understand what really took place. He wasn't free. And they didn't just let him free as a result of these charges. He did 2 years in the county waiting trial. They denied his bond 3 different times. So he didn't just get out like that. But I'm going to show y'all why he got out. Why he got out. Okay? But I want y'all to understand. And I got to walk y'all slow with this because some of y'all don't get it. He already had did 2 years in the county waiting trial on these rape cases. 2 years. He was denied bond 3 different times. He wanted to bond out. He got denied 3 different times while he was in the county waiting to go to trial on these rapes. So he was denied bond 3 times and was in the county already doing his 2nd year. So in the process of that, what ended up happening was they found where the courts had violated his 90-day rule. Look at this, the 90-day rule. Look what happened in the 90-day rule. Now, this is the court talking up here. This is what the court said. Now, the court is speaking. After hearing the argument, the court says, all right, thank you. First off, I'm not going to consider any argument as to the June 18th indictment. Alleged indictment. However, hearing everything else I've heard, I'm going to set as to the warrant. I understand. Play close attention, y'all. Look what he says right here. He says, I understand 90 days has passed without an indictment. Speaking about the Karen Hill rape. 90 days had went forth before they they didn't put an indictment out, and 90 days had passed. He said, therefore, Mr. Gunsby must be given a bond in those cases. So because the 90-day violation rule had passed without the indictment on the Karen Hill, that was against his constitutional rights. Therefore, he must be given a bond in those cases. So that was something that they couldn't even argue, because legally that was the standard by which he had a right to. So the court is saying, because the 90-day rule violation was 90-day rule was violated without the indictment, Mr. Gunsby must be given a bond on those cases. He says, I don't believe, frankly, I would give him a bond after those warrants if it weren't for the 90-day issue. So if it weren't for the 90-day issue by which they went over, he wouldn't have got out. But because they didn't indict within the 90 days and went over the 90 days, by law, they had to give him a bond, no matter what his case was about. By law, they had to give him a bond. He said, I don't believe, frankly, I would have gave a bond to those warrants if it weren't for the 90-day issue. So he would have still been locked up, y'all, right now, if they hadn't did that. A careless mistakes on the court behalf. However, given that it has been 90 days without an indictment, I'll set the bond after those warrants at $100,000. So he on $100,000 cash bond. He had to pay $100,000 to get out. And as to 17 CR 3362, I see no reason to overrule Judge Ross' earlier decisions and deny the request for the same reason that he denied. So right there, for all y'all who be asking the question of why he's out, now you see why he's out. Other than that, he wouldn't have been out. He would have still been locked up. They denied him. Look what he said. We denied him. We denied him bond. He been locked up for 2 years. No, he wasn't getting out as a result of all these rapes he did on them women. We was holding him here. But since y'all violated the 90-day rule without the other indictments, by law, we must give him a bond. By law, we have to give him a bond. And that's the only reason why he's free. That's the only reason. Other than that, he would still be locked up in the county jail awaiting trial. None of his charges is dropped. None of them. He still got 6 felony rapes. Mandatory life sentence. Mandatory life sentence if found guilty. But that's one of the reasons why he denied that plea deal and didn't accept that plea. He's 50 years old, y'all. He's 50 years old. You giving him a plea, he got 6 felony rapes. So they offering him a plea based upon his felony counts. So he got 6 felony rapes. He at the age of 50. How much time do you think his plea deal was? When it found guilty and he rape charges, he get mandatory life. How much you think the plea deal was? At least half that, which is like 25 years. So guess what he thinking? I'll be 75. 25 years, I'll be 75. Most likely I'm gonna die anyway by that time. So guess what? I might as well try to stay out as long as I can, prolong as long as I can. I might as well go to trial. What's the difference? A life sentence is 30 years anyway. What's 5 more years till y'all offer me 25? Hell, I might as well go to trial. And I'm just gonna keep it real with you. That's true. That's true. Just keeping it real. That's true if I'm looking at it like that. If I'm looking at it like that, that's true. I would rather go to trial then than take the plea if I'm 50 years old. Now, if he 20, that's something different. He 20, 30 years old, that's something different. But when you 50 years old and they offering you 25 years plea deal, that's life anyway. Don't take your chances. I get it. So what he doing, he's supposed to do. But just so that y'all can understand what's going on, because he lied to y'all so much. Why y'all think I'm free? If I did all this, why would I be free? If I did all that stuff, why would I be free, y'all? You know, they told me to just have a nice day. No, here it is, right here, y'all. So y'all won't have to be wrestling with those lies. Now you see why he was given a bond. He ain't free. He out on bond. And then even when he got out on bond, he had to do another year house arrest with work. And the reason why he able to travel, because on that 1 year, he was on probation to see what he violate so that he could put some trust in the courts to allow him leverage to work, because you can't deny him work because he got to provide for himself. So they allowed him to work. He driving car, but he had to report in. He got to report in every week to them. As a result of reporting in, he also got to pay to be on house arrest. So he got to pay them to be on house arrest. He got to report every week to them, and he awaiting trial. So don't let that man lie to y'all, trying to get y'all to think they ain't worried about this case. Like he said, oh, they ain't worried about this case. They don't care about this case. Why y'all think I'm out? Why y'all think I'm free? Oh, they just sitting up there just making up lies. Just lie. No. Here it is, y'all. Look at the paperwork. Let's go back to the paperwork. In case y'all forget. Look at the paperwork. Look what the paperwork says right here. He says, I understand 90 days has passed without an indictment. And therefore, Mr. Gunsby must be given a bond in those cases. I don't believe, frankly, I would give a bond as to those warrants if it weren't for the 90-day issue. The 90-day problem. Without the 90-day problem. However, given that it has been 90 days without an indictment, I'll set bond as to those warrants at $100,000 cash bond. See that? So they didn't indict him with the other indictments. They let time get past them before that. So that's the only reason why he was given the bond. Other than that, the judge just clearly said, other than that, he wouldn't have got out. He wouldn't have got out. So even though y'all indicted him on the other things, y'all didn't indict him on these other things that y'all were still considering to charge him with these other things for. You can't do that without going over that 90 days. You go over them 90 days, now you in violation of this man's right. By now, we must give him a bond. We have to. So y'all messed that up. So y'all could have just charged him with the other stuff and he had still been locked up. But since y'all wanted to keep charging with more and more stuff, but you didn't indict within the 90-day window, we got to give him a bond. And that's why he got out after his 2 years. So he did 3 years. 2 in the county, 1 on house arrest. Talking about he out for free. Talking about, why y'all think they let me go? Let you go. Yes, we got the reason why. They were trying to hit you with the kitchen sink on everything. All them rapes, they even got sidetracked. All that damn information and evidence on you. They hit you with so many indictments, they forgot to hit you with the other indictments. Like, damn, wait. Who was supposed to did that? I thought you was gonna do that. No, I thought you was. I did the other indictment. No, dang. Okay, you can give him a bail. He ain't going nowhere though. You can give him a bail. Don't give him a bail. We still gonna hit him with the charges though. Don't give him his bail. We still gonna hit him with the charges. He lucky. Because you was talking about I'm free. You ain't free. Past the damn night. That's what a lot of people in the battle rap community didn't know. So there y'all go. That's the answer. It's not because they didn't have no they didn't have no damn evidence. It ain't because the damn case is dead docketed. It ain't because they done with the case. They violated the 90-day rule of indictment on those other charges. And as a result of that, they had to give him by law a bond. And you heard the judge clearly said, if it wasn't for this, he wouldn't get a bond. He wouldn't have been given a bond on these other indictments. Told you he was indicted by a grand jury of 23. A grand jury of 23 indicted him. That's what he was indicted on, a grand jury of 23. So they knew he did, like, he guilty. He did that. You know what I'm saying? So there y'all have it. So don't let that man fool y'all. When that man get talking about like he out because they lack of evidence, no. That's why he still got 6 felony rapes. None of those charges has been dropped. Okay, his lawyer's been trying for the past 5 years to get those charges dropped, and not one of them been dropped, and they've been denied. His motions to get those charges dropped has been denied 5 years straight. So no matter what he do, they sticking it to him on that. They sticking it to him like they should. And it's your boy Battle Truth. That's the truth, y'all. He lying to y'all. That's the truth. Let me put it up for y'all so y'all can continue to read it as we get up out of here. That's the truth. This is the only reason why he's out. Because they failed to indict within the 90-day window of the other indictments. The other indictments. Okay? There you go. Right there. So stop saying them dumb things in the comments like he out and try, like how he be like, look, I'm in Vegas. I'm in this place. I'm here. If they really wanted me, why am I free? Why am I driving? Why am I... Right. Because you lucked up on that 90-day window because they hit you with so many damn indictments. They forgot to put the other damn paperwork in. That's the only reason why they forgot to put the other damn paperwork in. So you out on a technicality, okay? None of your charges is dropped. You just was able to get a bond on a technicality, and you flying legal as hell because you know any little short slips up, mishaps, you back in. So you trying to walk a fine, good line of working faithfully, returning in, paying your little restitution money. You know, hell. It's your boy Battle Truth. Ain't my judgment, that's some questions. It's yours.